Can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. That punch scores. He didn't take that jab well at all. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
He misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Perfect punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He just misses with that big right hand. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. They score with that left hand. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He is.
Good round.
And there's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come up and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the...
This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. He needs to just land one big shot, but can he do it? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but the bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This is one of those fights where if you blink, you probably miss about 3 or 4 punches. That's the kind of output we're going to see.
Remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Good counter punch. So much firepower here. Gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice counter shot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Good one. They just missed with that big right hand. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And there's the bell to start round four. Bell could not say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Ricky Hatton has been clipped. The hitman, Ricky Hatton, goes to the canvas. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. Counter right. He just misses with that jab. And he misses with that jab. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. So it's plan B time after... There's the bell to start round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He missed with that jab. This is a high-octane battle. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Nice job landing that left counter punch. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter punch. Well, he is in. There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. He threw the hook, didn't land. That left hand misses. Lands with the right counter. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that jab. Jab misses. Solid punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity.
I'm telling you, he's gone.
There's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Good counter punching. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Got out of the way of that right hook. See someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. Good punch, and Ricky Hatton is down.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here. It's probably a round he'd rather forget. There's a counter shot. Let's see how... And they're back at it again here in round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Nice counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And he just missed with that left jab. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That jab won't score. Beautiful counter punch. And he fails to score with that left hook. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Neither, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Left counter scores. There's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare mode here. You're going to turn it around here.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more? Ricky Hatton, the hitman. Ricky Hatton goes to the canvas. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because Ricky Hatton has been clipped. Ricky Hatton couldn't take anymore, and down he goes.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
That left counter was perfectly timed. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Good left counter that lands. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's see how the corner handles their fight. And there's the bell for round 10. 2 knockdowns in the last round. What do we have in store here?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around? So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And a counter left. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Good counter right hand again. Ricky Hatton has been clipped. Down goes the hitman.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.